Nora 2, ACA 1. Okay. This is Lytle. I've got one female media person with me.
Okay, no problem.
ACA 1s. Did you have traffic for me? Was someone calling for me on the radio?
How you doing?
I'm doing.
Go ahead, I'll let you go.
So, Levi,
Yes.
today's the day.
Yeah.
Can you even put into words?
And
Huh.
absolutely not. Like, I actually lay up in my bunk sometimes thinking, like, I wonder if this is a dream. Like, when am I going to wake up from this and to realize that it's real? It's an amazing feeling.
Can you take me back to the day that you got the news that you were actually finally going to be getting out?
Where our case got overturned?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually on graduation day as well for my GED. And so it was a great day all the way around. And when the guy told me first about it, I got, I thought he was playing with me at first, and then everyone started saying it. And, I didn't comprehend that day. And about a week later, I did and completely freaked out.
So who told you? How did you get the news?
News from other individuals in this place. They seen it on the news.
So that's how you got word?
Yeah.
So not a phone call or...
Not a phone call, not nothing.
So exactly where were you? What were you doing?
I was actually just walking out this room to go to graduation, and as I was walking out, someone came up to the room and said that your case just got overturned. And I didn't believe him at first, so I ran downstairs, and like 5 other individuals inside their rooms was yelling at me saying, come over, your case just got overturned. And yeah, so I knew it was real then.
How did they find out? Do you know?
The news on TV. Yeah. And it seems like they found out even before her family did, because they didn't know until they got out the car while they were here.
So was your family here that day, or
My brother was for graduation. Yeah.
so you walked into graduation knowing the case had been overturned?
Yeah.
And was your brother the only one here that day? Or?
Yeah, well, my brother was here, yeah. He was the only one.
So then, Miles, obviously you've been with Levi for quite a while now, right?
Yeah.
How long have you guys?
Since we've been together since about May of this year, last year rather.
And did you find out then? Were you with him when he found out the news?
No, actually, I think I was at work. I just left for work.
So you hadn't heard yet.
Right? No, I hadn't heard.
When did you find out?
I was up at work, and one of my buddies had told me, and I was, really happy for him.
Is it also? I mean, obviously, Levi, this is such an amazing day for
Yeah.
you, and I know how thrilled you are. Is it also hard knowing that Miles is still here?
Absolutely. Like, because the whole time, like, I've been inside this room, like, I'll have my off days where, like, I'm feeling down, going through my little moods, and he was always there to inspire me to uplift my mood, and he is always giving me good advice, and it shown me angles of life that, I don't look at like that, and it's actually helped me out a lot in many different aspects, so I'm pretty happy about that.
How important has that been for you?
It's been really important because I needed like a mentor, I would say, inside my life where they were able to show me like the ropes, show me like how to overcome certain obstacles, how important it is to stay in education and, keep that intelligent mind and just stay away from all the negativity in the world because you don't need it, and like I said, he's showing me different ways to be able to avoid situations and how to keep my mind on track. So it's actually helped me out a lot having someone like him, being able to be a roommate with him. So I'm thankful for it.
Thanks,
Thank you, buddy.
I mean, in many ways, the fact that you guys are both young and you're both in an adult prison surrounded by a lot of older guys. Did you have any idea, Levi, when you first walked into this place that you would end up meeting someone like Miles and that would be so instrumental in keeping your mind straight while you were here?
No, not really, because before I came to prison, everyone gave me this idea that everyone in prison was like this hardcore criminal, like there was no good people in prison. And then when I finally met him and we got to talking, he proved that differently. So
What's your overall thought now about what you thought about prison before you came here and what prison's actually been like? What has the experience actually been like for you?
Well, the experience for me, it is, like a lot of people talk about, you got to worry about certain things, but they never say that, it's always good to keep your mind on track, and that's what a lot of people face in here. I feel is staying mentally stable for yourself, like being able to be strong for yourself, and I would say that would be the number one thing right there.
Have you counted exactly how many days you've been here?
Oh, no, I haven't. I just know it's been a little over 2 years that I've been in this institution.
Do you feel like you lost a big part of your life, or do you feel like there's been anything gained by this?
Well, any time in here is wasted time, like it's just completely dead time. You can't do nothing with it. Like, of course, like you can take little programs, like get your GED and stuff like that, but this is different from what the real world is actually really like. And being in here, you can't really do anything to contribute to the world positively, and I feel like they should be able to give certain individuals that chance to be able to go out there and just prove themselves.
Does it make you want to be an advocate for prison reform or anything like that?
An advocate for younger people, just so I can basically like explain like how my life has gone and like you know, why it's good to stay on the right path from the very get-go, because something what you would think is small can lead to something so serious.
What's been the scariest part of this whole experience?
Of this whole experience, just thinking that I was going to have to spend majority of my life behind bars because of a little incident, or you can't even say a little incident, but because of my mistakes. And, you know, I've learned from those mistakes, and I want to go out there and do right now, so.
What's your family's reaction been to all this?
Well, they, of course, yeah, they're happy, but, you know, I haven't really spoken to much of my family, but I hear from certain individuals. My fiance, actually, I talked to her, and she tells me that my mom and everyone's extremely happy about it, so. And they're actually going to be the ones coming to pick me up, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Have you thought that through in your mind, what that's going to be like the night you walk out there?
I have not. Like it's gonna seem so unreal. Like I said, until it actually really happens, it's still like, am I about to wake up from a dream?
What's the thing you look most forward to? What have you missed the most?
Just.
And if you could just say, like, the thing I look most forward to.
Oh, the thing I look most forward to is just being able to, like, live life. You know, how life's really supposed to be. The standards that's supposed to be met, you know, and just go out there and have fun, but you don't have to do illegal stuff to have fun. And it's little things that, you know, you take for granted out there that, you know, now that when I get out there, I'm gonna, like, love everything so much.
Food.
Food. Yes. Food.
What's the first thing you'll eat?
I'm thinking, the first food I'm gonna eat is probably go to Subway. Thinking about Subway. I think they actually have it in the car when they come up, so go there, and then just whatever the planes take me from there, it takes me from there. I can say one thing, you know, but completely go do something else. So I just have to see where it leads me from as soon as I walked out these gates.
And sleeping in a real bedroom for a change?
Yep, real bedroom, real bath, all that. It's amazing. Can't wait.
Do you think you'll actually be able to sleep tonight? Or will you be so...
No, I'll probably be up. I'll probably be up late. But as you know, it's going to be such a exhausting day, both physically and emotionally, that I think I'll probably end up passing out pretty early tonight. But like I said, we'll see.
I'm sure a lot of people back in Elkhart, I mean, there's that camp that is so excited that this is happening and everybody's been waiting for this day, and then there's that other camp who maybe isn't so sure that this was the right thing to happen. What would you want to say to the people who originally were saying this shouldn't have been overturned?
It shouldn't have been overturned. Basically, like, the only thing that I can say is, you know, like, they perceive me to be one type of person because that's the person that they knew. But this prison experience has changed me into the man that I'm supposed to be. So just allow my actions to be able to show you that the person that you perceive me to be, I'm not. And just let me show you that I can positively contribute to the world and change my life around and be the man I'm supposed to be and not the little kid that I was.
Yeah, I would imagine this is a life-changing experience that switches you quickly from being a boy to a man.
Absolutely. And you know, you just when you go from go to 50 years, like, yeah, that scared me, I'm not gonna lie, it scared me a lot. And now that I was able to have that opportunity to spend behind here and look at my life from all different angles, and having someone like him help me out with that, and, you know, just be able to view all the wrongs and all the rights, you know, and just go out there and just do right now. So
do you ever think you'll be in trouble again?
No. Well, I can't say that, you know, like, it won't be nothing like, no, I just can't, because there's no good excuse for getting in any type of trouble whatsoever. So I'm just gonna stay out of the way and just go to work, come home, be with my family, and that's all I want to do.
And if you had any final words about what this experience has been like and what you hope for yourself from the minute you walk out those gates today? What would you like your future to be?
My future, I want it to be like I want to go out, spend some time with some family, and then I have a job already lined up for me. So I'm gonna go work there for a little while, and then I want to pursue a college education for my bachelor's degree and become a mortician. And then after that, you know, as time goes along, save money so I'll be able to go out, get my own place, and be financially stable for myself, and then just work my way from there. And just completely stay out of trouble and just do what's right. And then hopefully soon I'll be able to meet this guy, meet him out there sometime soon, and see where it goes.
So, Miles, you've seen guys come and go. Can
A lot of
you
guys.
talk a little bit about what your sentence was and what you're in here for and what your hopes are? Because I know when you see guys like Levi leave, it's hard because you're still here.
Yeah, I mean, I was given 36 years as a juvenile. You know, at 16, you know, I was immature. You know, at 16, you just don't think right. You don't fully comprehend, you know, all the weights that influence your life. You know, there's so many things that are just outside of a 16-year-old's mind, and so I ended up in prison. And it was a rough road, you know, as it was for Levi. You get thrown into prison at such a young age, and it's just like you're lost. You're completely alone. You know, even the people you have on the outside, you're still detached from them because there's so much, you know, in between you and them. There's so much, not even the physical nature of the walls and the fences, but the despair and the loneliness. You know, it goes to separate you even further, and to get your mind right is such a hard thing. You know, this place is supposed to be about rehabilitation, but when you're so young and you're so lost, I mean, it's almost hopeless. But somehow you persevere. You know, you get a hold of something deep inside you, and you just keep going. And then if you're lucky, you know, you find good people along the way to guide you and teach you the right kind of things. And I was lucky enough to have that happen to me, and I was so grateful of it. You know, that I became that same thing for other people. And being that I was young, it was easy for me to relate to other young people, you know, and I feel like seeing that, you know, I got love when I was young in prison and someone cared for me, and it set me straight so early, you know, that I can be that for other young people in prison, and even older people. You know, I mean, it's not specifically the young people, but when you just love someone and you guide someone and you say, you know, hey, maybe this isn't the right thing, you know, maybe why don't we try, you know, this route? Why don't we try a win-win kind of thing, you know? And people start to see, like, you know what, that is the better way. You know, when you're not so harsh, when you're not so cut and dry, you know, people, you know, they listen and they perceive, and it sinks in. And when I met Levi, as well as, you know, when I met Colt, who you know, I mean, you just become that mentor to him. You become what other people have become to you. And it's a domino effect. And I know Levi, he's going to get out now, and he's going to become that same person for other people. You know, he's going to, you know, be an advocate, you know, in one way or another, you know, and he's going to use his experience in a positive light. You know, and I just, I can't wait, you know, for when I get out, you know, whether it be, you know, in, 27 minutes or 10 years, you know, I just can't wait to get that chance to take my knowledge, my potential, and my experience, you know, whether that experience, you know, is seen negatively or positively by, you know, other people. I can't wait to take that experience and help more people, because I know that I can. I mean, I help, you know, the guys that are in here, but my resources are so limited that it's hard. You know, it's hard going. You know, you get, you know, into the real world, into freedom, and your resources become so abundant, you know, and you're just so free to go this way or that way, you know, with your lessons and how you teach people, and it's a beautiful thing. You know, I can't wait for that.
So you got 36 years at age 16, so I would imagine people automatically assume, oh, must have been murder.
Yeah. Many people assume that I'm here for murder. And matter of fact, the counselor the other day assumed I was here for murder, and I told her I wasn't, and she looked flabbergasted. But I mean,
So what were your charges?
well, my charges were robbery, criminal confinement, and burglary. But it was less those charges at face value than it was the collective nature of my criminal history. You know, I was misled at a very young age, and that, you know, it put me in such a mindset that as I grew up around these bad principles, these things set in, and I started to believe them. Like, if you ever see stuff about a cult and people in cults, and they believe what they're doing, you know, as such a young kid, led wayward, I sort of believed what I was doing, and if I didn't believe it, I didn't know anything else, so for someone to come to me and say, hey, this is wrong, don't do it. But for the majority of my adolescent life, I had been taught this by my peers, and they said, no, this is okay, we're cool, I couldn't hear that voice of reason, being preached to me. And so I had a long criminal history, even at a young age.
So a lot of juvenile offenses.
Right.
So do you envision the day that you guys see each other again in street clothes, outside of a cell, back in the real world?
Yeah, I mean, I can see the day that him and I, see each other again, and being that we're both, of the advocate mindset. I mean, we'll probably both be at some center, speaking together, back on this moment specifically, and it's just going to be beautiful, I mean, freedom is bliss.
A beautiful thing. Oh,
Keep your mind right, man.
Definitely
Get that
will.
job and grind it out.
Absolutely. Take care.
See you, Levi.
Love you too.
All right.
Don't come back.
Absolutely not. All right, bro.
Be safe, man. Take care.
You too. What you say?
What?
Who was that? I don't know. I heard something on the. Yeah, I'm leaving. Yeah. I think so.
Good luck, bud.
All right, thank you. I gotta smell this fresh air for the rest of my life. Oh,
Do you
I'm
believe
happy.
this is your last walk
God.
through the yard?
I'm so happy. I'm so tired of seeing this place. This place has been hell.
And overnight, the yard just doubled in size. It'll take you twice as
All right, buddy. Phew. Yeah, this experience has definitely taught me a lot, let me tell you. God, this is amazing.
Well, 2 years instead of 50 is
It's amazing. Yeah, I was actually counting the other day, and it came out to be 3 years, 1 month, I think it was like 2 weeks and 4 days.
look at that sunrise.
I know. And and it was sad because, like, I always told my fiance I wanted to spend my first sunset with her, and sadly I ended up doing it with her roommate. But that time will come.
Look at Well, you have a pretty day for release.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I just can't wait to finally just go get in a car.
Is that going to be weird? Getting in a car and actually driving somewhere?
Yeah, it was actually the first time I actually got into a car, the car to go back to court to get resentenced. Oh, let me tell you, my belly, I thought I was about to get sick in the car.
Explain what that's like after being in one place like this for 2 years and then suddenly, seeing trees and grass, or?
It's different, I can tell you that. It is completely different. And you know, you don't get much scenery around here, as you can tell. There's just fences and stuff, so it's actually good to be able to see that type of stuff.
Yeah. All right, Levi.
All right, buddy.
You going home?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I got you, buddy. Beautiful scenery, ain't it?
Kind of amazing how the sun is coming up out of the clouds.
Yeah, right up out of the clouds. I like it when the sky's like a pinkish color. I'm so happy. I know it's real now. I know it's real. This is it. Ever go give my family a hug for the first time in well over a year.
So who's going to be waiting for you, do you know?
Yeah, it's gonna be my mother, my 2 brothers, and my sister-in-law. Pretty pet car. That was dangerous.
I'm gonna run up here real fast.
Harlow taking $3 an hour.
Sure you don't want to see if we can get you one more lunch?
Can you say that again?
You sure you don't want to see if we can get you one more lunch?
Absolutely not. I got Subway waiting in the car.
One more gate.
One more gate. Wish I had that control. And that's another good thing, to be able to not have to rely on other people. Because being in a place like this, like, you can't rely on yourself. You have to have help, and it sucks, but I no longer have to do that.
Almost 8:30.
8:30. will do that. No longer. It's a little chilly out there.
So close.
So close.
Last walk through the prison yard. That was it.
Thank God.
Have you got clothes in your thing, or are they bringing you clothes?
No, I think they're bringing
Are
close.
they? Okay.
So what is the process right now?
Do what?
What's the process?
We're going to do his paperwork for release and wait for his people to get here to bring his clothes, and then he can dress out, and then he'll be ready to go. So you can go ahead and take your coat off. We'll keep it right now. Keep your browns on until we.
Okay. Do you need this pink form?
Huh?
Do you need a pink form?
No, that'll be yours when you drive these up.
Okay.
You can come out here, we'll do your paperwork. Bring your coat out here with me. We got walkers on. You can go throw your coat down there and throw that stuff. This is your, what you've got on your, what you got your release ID, your GED diploma, your GED test results, your 2 certificates, and all that. So I need you to put your forwarding address and then sign.
I have a forwarding address. I don't know it off the top of my head, honestly. I couldn't even tell you.
I gotta have some type of address.
Do you guys actually got my, that's all in a box, ain't it? Oh, that sucks. Yeah. I don't know. It's all inside my box, all my info.
When you have to open your box and get it out. Okay.
So is that a box of all your stuff?
Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't carry much with me anyways. Pictures. Where is it at? Where is it at? I think it's right here.
Travel and light, then.
Huh?
Travel light.
Yeah.
We've got the movie.
Yeah, I definitely gave everything away.
You gave everything away.
I didn't need
I
nothing.
didn't hear that.
Huh? Okay. Not everything's illegal. Forward address right here.
Yeah. Your signature there underneath it.
I gotta find out where she is. I split my finger open somehow. The name as well.
What time do you tell your people to be here?
9 o'clock on the dot, which probably that won't happen, but.
Where does he wait for them then? Does he just wait right in here and then?
He'll wait in here until his people get here, and his people will bring his clothes up to the gate out here, and we'll go out and get them, and bring them into him, then he can change, and then he'll be ready to go.
Walk out.
Yeah, hopefully they did. You said just the address?
Sign it.
Where at? Oh, right here.
Right underneath. Alright, now I need you to initial each box that we've got initials. This is everything that's on here that I just told you that you had. It's in your packet. Okay, you'll get your release ID and all this when you walk out the gate.
Alrighty.
And you've got a JPay card that has $137.81 on it. Your PIN number is the year you was born,
Okay.
like 19.
95.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
I need you to sign this one. And we'll just wait till the people get here, and we'll get you closed and get you out of here.
All right.
You ready to go?
I will be ready.
Are those your envelopes on the top, or are they some?
Oh yeah, those are mine.
Okay.
Just have a seat in there.
All right.
This is his stuff?
Yeah.
That's yours?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. What do you have?
He just had that stuff over there.
He said they wanted to make something on me around 9 o'clock.
They, you know, you have 20, you have people that's been locked up 20, 30 years, you know, and some of them, they're what people would consider institutionalized. But,
Yeah, I've known a guy before that just being where he could see cars going by on the highway,
Yeah.
he'd have anxiety attacks.
Really?
You know, it just, you get so accustomed to.
yeah, then only being locked up 3 years, you know, like I'm not gonna say I'm nearly as bad as that, you know, but I still don't feel comfortable going into like malls right now.
Yeah.
Just so I can
Really?
adapt. Yeah, I just don't feel comfortable with it because you are always given the idea that you have to watch behind your back constantly while I'm in prison, you know, and that's even though like I may be able to play around, like I'm always still watching behind my back because you know this place will make you have that idea that you can't trust nobody, you know, and it's basically that's how life you have to live in here, you know. So I gotta adapt back out there into the regular society and automatically gonna go jump inside a mall where there's people around you. I'm not ready for it. And I don't plan on going to no movie theaters anytime soon. Just I want to be able to go to a place like I forgot to text like I'll go to Walmart or something like that. But any big place, I just don't feel comfortable with it.
So I'm not gonna go to Star Wars is still flying.
Nah, no, I'm fine on that. I've never watched any Star Wars
Oh, you
movies.
never?
No, wasn't a Star Wars person. I just read the Harry Potter books since I've been here, or not here, but when I was in the county, read all the Harry Potter books. Yeah. Yeah.
So do you feel like you just sort of want to hibernate at home once you get there?
I would say somewhat hibernate, you know, but like people kind of made me a little nervous with the comments that they made after we got sentenced. You know, you were talking about back there about you got those people that are excited, but the people that don't. I mean, they, you know, some of the comments they made, like I can't say that I don't feel comfortable going back to Elkhart, but you know, I'm gonna have the same type of mindset as I did in here. It's just to watch my back because, like, a lot of people don't like us for some reason, you know. And like I said, they just perceive us to be the people that we were out there. But they gotta realize, like I said, people in movies, you see people, they tell you that you have to be concerned about getting stabbed, getting raped, getting this, that, blah, blah, blah. But really, what they don't show is people losing their minds, like, and that's what people do, especially when they have a lot of time. Like, some people aren't mentally strong enough to be able to be strong for themselves, and they just lose their mind and just go down a completely different path. They either try to commit suicide or they just want to take the rough road down, you know. And it's super hard not to, you know, not to lose your mind in this place. It absolutely is. And in this place, it'll take all the, like, if you can be full of excitement, joy, happiness when you come in here, but people just seem like they want to just drain that out of you. And if you ain't mentally strong enough, it's going to happen. And like, I've noticed a little change in me and my attitude, you know, but I'm able to control, like, I'm not gonna lie, I do have anger problems, but I'm able to control it. I can easily walk away from a fight, and I don't have to crave for attention, you know, like I did on the streets. Like, that's why I hung out with the type of people I did. It's because I craved attention from those type of individuals, and you know, I'm growing now. Like, I don't need that. Like, I just go out, get a job. As long as I have God's grace and my family's and my fiance's love, what else do I need? And as long as I have that, I'm happy.
Is it going to be weird not having somebody tell you what to do and when to do it every day?
Yes, especially being able to eat what I want, be able just to walk out my front door and just be able to walk around the block, be able to just do all the things like I'm able to do in here. My counselor actually gave me a piece of paper where it says disagree or agree, and it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it was lately I've been seeming like I have lack of control over the things that's been happening. And I put strongly agree, and she's like, "Why you say that?" And I was like, "Because I don't have control over what you guys do to me in here. Like when we lock down, what we're supposed to eat, this, that. Like I don't have control over that." And I was like, and then the courts, like I don't have no control over that either. Like what happens? Like what do I have control over? I have control over my emotions, but I have my off days on those as well.
What would you want to say to the judge who overturned your?
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, you just gave me a second chance at life, and you know I'm not gonna let you down for doing what you did.
False, just flat out false.
Yeah.
So tell me about what you're seeing on social media.
Well, from a couple of different people that talked to me, they said that there was individuals, such as one that said that I was apparently a drug addict, and apparently I was addicted to Suboxone strips, whatever, and it's funny because like I said, I've never ever done Suboxone in my life, and I've done drugs on the streets, but it's I've never done Suboxone, so I know that was a lie right there. And it's people that basically I feel have no life other than to cause problems on social media, And when I get out, I'm not getting social media. I'm not. It's just because it just seems like there's just too much drama, and even though there's way to avoid it, there's also ways for it to get to you still. And,
It'll draw you in.
Yeah, draw you in, and just try to get you caught up in stuff that you don't need, like I'm grown now. Like I don't need none of that. All I need, like I said, is to be able to go to work, be able to support myself, and God's grace and family and my fiance's love, and that's what life is right there, and that's what it revolves around. And I'm not saying that I won't have any friends when I get out. Like I may eventually meet people down the road, but those people that have negative influences, that are doing drugs, that are super alcoholics, or just robbing, stealing, doing whatever. Like once I find out that you're doing that, I'm stepping away from you, and it's just the way that it's going to be, because I don't need that negative influence in my life anymore. Like I had it when I was out, and look where it got me. And no, like what a lot of people can't do that I have started doing was look at the pros and cons of the situation. And if there's a single con that tells me you can get in trouble, my mind's gonna reflect back to this place, and then I'm gonna walk away. And that's the best way that you can possibly handle a situation like that, is to stop and think about the pros and cons of and that's something I actually learned to hear, like the stop, think, stop, listen, and act, or it was something like that. And it was and just the meaning behind it is just to be able to do good, and but stop and think before each thing that you do to see, like, okay, is this bad? And if you tell yourself actually tell yourself it's bad, then just step away from it. It's not that hard, and it has to do with self-discipline. Like will I be tempted to do stuff out there? Absolutely, I'll be tempted to do stuff, but am I able to overcome that? Yeah, because I have that self-discipline over myself. And
Just think of little Miles sitting on your shoulder.
little Miles sitting on your shoulder, and Miles over here, and Devil over here. and it's I'm gonna be alright. I know I'm gonna be alright. And whether people want to believe it, whether people, words only go so far, actions go all the way. And like I said, for all those people that say that, they perceive me to be the type of person they do, like, go ahead, I can't stop you from what you do, but in the end, it's not that I'm trying to prove you guys wrong, but I'm gonna go out there and succeed in life, and then, but But while I'm doing that, I'm still proving you guys wrong. That, you know, I'm doing the right thing and I could, you know. You guys just read a title of the book before you actually read it, you know. And
And you're never coming back.
I'm never coming back. And, you know, a lot of people say that, but you know, I have my mind straight. And I'm not one of these people that just wants to live on a day-to-day basis. I want to have goals, and I want to be able to accomplish and succeed in those. And I'm going to. As long as you have that mindset that you are going to, you're going to, no matter what. So.